Hi, I'm Beth W. I am the common sense astrologer. That is my business. But I've been wanting to do a podcast for quite some time, and it's really all about timing, right? And my moniker is Holy Shit Beth, because sometimes people have these aha moments, and that's their reaction to me. So I thought, oh, holy shit, how can I weave in holy shit things and talk about stuff that we deal with in everyday life, and especially as we age or just dealing with shit as we go through life. And one thing I've noticed is that when I turn a certain age, I went to my doctor, I got a bone scan, and we noticed some starting of some bone density loss in my left hip. She then sent my records to the recommended chiropractor, and he also noticed in my back. So I said to him, what can I do to reverse? Because I want to be active, I want to be physical, I want to live a full life. And so he recommended Sandra Garcia here at 244 Gym. And so this is where we are. I thought I would invest in myself for my long-term full life. And so we are doing exercises to build my hip and build my back, so hopefully we can stall or eliminate the best we can going forward. We're going to be interviewing Sandra, who I want to talk to everyday remarkable people, and I find her remarkable for the things that we're going to show you in a minute, and maybe take us on a journey of see how I can improve to do what she can do, at least some of it, in my mind, I hope. So here we are. And we're going to weave in a little bit of astrology in here, so I feel like there's something really relevant that stuck out in my mind when I looked at her chart, so we're going to talk to her about that as well. All right? If you want to reach me, I'm at readingsbybethw.com is my website, and you can book from there. Thank you. Holy shit! So I wanted to introduce and speak to what I'm finding everyday remarkable people. And when I met Sandra, I thought, oh my God, her physical ability is holy shit! And I'm like amazed, because I'm thinking, how many people can actually do pull-ups?
Oh,
I don't know that many people can do it.
it's
right?
it's a pretty small part of the population.
Yeah, I would say, like, if in our 50s, I feel like, you know, we've got a lot more hormones to get us through, and as we age, our hormone levels go down, our bone densities go down, and we lose our strength and our testosterone and whatever, estrogen,
Yes.
progesterone, all of it. So we are trying to figure out how to naturally boost and support our bodies through this. And I thought, Dr. Eric, the chiropractor, recommended to me, and I'm loving this journey so far.
Yay! I'm glad.
Yeah, and so Sandra's thing was, okay, we got to build muscle, because that is how we're going to help with the bone density loss in my hip and in my back. So we do this
2 to 3 times a week.
Yep.
Some all head to toe strength training.
Yeah.
A little bit of cardio in there as well. Work on the heart. Get some blood pumping and flowing to the heart. Yeah. Definitely work a lot on your hips, because that's where your main focus right now. A little bit of your spine, but your hips. But yeah, all over strength training.
Yeah.
For us women as we get older. Me too.
And she's also after me on protein intake, because that is what helps build our muscle so that it can, would you say, grow around our bones? How would you say that works, if you know?
Well, to build the muscle, yes. I mean, you need protein for muscles, just muscle maintenance.
Yeah.
But also muscle growth.
Yeah.
Ideally, women should shoot probably for 3/4 of a gram to a gram per pound of body weight that they would ideally like to be.
Okay.
So if you're at your ideal body weight, and use an example, say, you know, you're 115 pounds. Ideally, if you're strength training, you should try to reach somewhere between that 100 and 115 grams of protein a day.
And that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I had a surgery. In order to heal, I'd take L-glutamine, I think it was, to help heal my stomach and what was going on.
Right.
But I had to eat like 85 grams of protein, and that was freaking hard.
It was hard. Yeah, it's hard.
Really hard because it's like, oh my God, well, I have to remember to eat. But I have to incorporate all these things. And I thought, this is what is going to help me with lean body mass, but also help combat and support my bone density needs at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're going to work on the pull-ups, and I'm hoping that I can set some sort of goal.
Yep.
And by December have something going on.
You will. I think you will.
Okay.
You're on your way. You're
Yep.
doing good. So yeah, I think you're going to do great with that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And if you want to find Sandra Garcia, she's at
Gym 244.
Okay, and we're on Tucson Boulevard, just south of Broadway.
And that's actually the
Boulevard.
address. It's
Oh, okay.
244 South Tucson Boulevard.
Perfect,
Yeah,
perfect.
Make it easy.
It's on the west side of the road, about a block down from Broadway. Do you offer personal
I do.
outside of this too?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I offer it in the gym. I also I live out in Corona Day, Tucson. So anybody in that area that can't get into town that needs personal training, I have a full gym in my home.
Yeah.
That I can train people out of. If people have equipment at their house, I do come to. I can come to their house as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then how do we find you? How do we find you? If someone was looking to.
So, gym244.com, you can go to the website.
Okay.
And I'm on there. If you go under trainers, you will find me on there.
Yep.
You can also reach out to me. I'm on Instagram at Sandra Garcia, but 2 R's in the Garcia. So that's my handle at Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well, Sandra Nordstrom Garcia on Facebook. So you can Insta message me. You can, reach out at the gym. Yeah,
Reach
out, touch somebody.
And also, do you coach classes here?
I do
too?
coach classes.
Okay.
So every Thursday night right now, I'm coaching 5:30, 6:30. So you can catch me at 5:30, 6:30 on a Thursday. First class is always free at 244, so come check us out. And then we do offer packages. We offer a week trial membership that you can try it out, and if you like it, that week goes towards your month membership. So yeah,
Cool.
lots of options. But yeah, either visit me for personal training, come visit me for a class to coach. I'm available for all of it.
Because she's freaking remarkable, right? Hi, Beth W. here. I take astrology very seriously, and I believe that it is a powerful tool of insight and guidance. I'm legally required to state that astrological readings provided by myself, Readings by Beth W., and Common Sense Astrology LLC are for entertainment purposes only. Astrological consultations by Beth W. and Common Sense Astrology do not constitute, do not replace, and should not be construed as financial, legal, medical, psychiatric, psychological, or any type of professional advice on any subject matter. If you require such advice, please consult a licensed professional. Myself, Beth W., is not responsible for any damage arising from any actions taken by a client following an astrological reading. Again, these are for entertainment purposes only. Thank you and enjoy. Okay, and because I'm a professional astrologer, I want to weave it in so that everyday people can understand how it relates to life. I mean, if you've watched this, you can see Sandra's got this body that is shown that she has incredible willpower. She has incredible intensity and passion for what she does. Like, no doubt about it, right? And so, but there are celebrities, Keira Knightley, there's a whole list, Russell Brand, there's a whole list of Jared Leto, there's a whole list of people that have this in their charts. And Mars, the planet of assertion, the planet of going forward, it can be aggressive, it can be, just how we initiate, but also it can be our dick energy and our testosterone, all right? So we can't deny that women don't have the body parts, it just is in a different form, it's internal.
Right.
Right? And the man's external. Well, we're kind of internal.
Yeah.
And but we are a little bit external.
Sure.
And then, so she has Mars opposing opposite Pluto. Okay, so Pluto is intensity, it is depth, it is passion, it is transformation. Okay, and dot, dot, dot. It can also be more of that sexual energy. And so it's interesting when I look at this and say, well, when I saw your chart, this stood out to me as being, holy shit, she's got depth to her. But it can sometimes imply that there can be maybe in early childhood that you were bullied, or that you have a natural magnetism that drives people towards you, but it can either repel or attract. And so I feel like it can bring out, or other people can project onto you in a sense of like aggression or even violence. And so, did you grow up having any bully issues?
I did, yeah. Ironically, yeah. When I was probably, I think it started maybe when I was 10, about 10 to 13. I had one individual who, it was a chronic issue for about 3 to 4 years.
And how did you feel? That was an insecurity, or
it was bad. It was insecurity. I was tiny. I was really small. I did play sports. I mean, my parents were adamant growing up. I had to play a sport all the time.
Yeah.
So I started when I was 4 years old and play sport. That helped.
Yeah.
I will say, it really, athletics for women especially, I mean, I know for men that's an obvious, but for women and girls, it builds confidence. So even though that was happening, it was like when I would get on the field or on the court, that it just kept boosting my confidence. And I think year after year, starting at 10, obviously it didn't feel great.
Right.
By the time I got to 13, I think I was like, okay, you know what? I'm bigger, I'm stronger.
Yeah.
Enough's enough.
Yeah, yeah. And so that can also imply that your frame of like courage or determination comes from physical strength and power. And so that's like showed up. So how did it resolve itself? Like, and was it beating or was it verbal?
Yep. Oh, it was physical. It was verbal and it was physical. And it ended physical. My dad actually, my grandpa was a Golden Gloves boxer. And my dad had enough of it. So he took me in the garage and said, "Put your fists up.
Wow.
No more. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to confront the bully toe to toe at this point." Because for 4 years, it just, the whole saying of just ignore them, just ignore the bully. It didn't go away. But the second I put my fists up, it was done.
Wow.
That was
so
it.
that is
Yeah.
a perfect example of how this can show up. So
Not that I condone that. I don't.
No,
I'm
no,
a lover,
no,
not a
no.
fighter.
Right.
Like, I don't like that. It's not my nature. I want everybody to love and be kind and be nice and use your words. We can disagree, but be disagreeable in a disagreeable way.
Yeah,
So,
agree to disagree and
yeah.
say, hey, I accept you for what you believe in, accept what I did, and how do we overlook that and then grow together?
Yeah, it doesn't mean we all have to be friends, but we all, be respectful.
Exactly.
That's kind of where I'm
Respect is the key thing.
Yeah.
But so because of this, it can be pretty intense. And so do you sometimes feel that you have to battle that or take on like a sense of to ward off people, do you think?
I think, yes. From that moment of my life, it's my first inclination now is to put up and fight.
Yeah.
Like if I start to kind of feel the threat, I'm like, okay, here's the toe.
Yeah.
And I have to remind myself, okay, try calm, be calm. It's okay. It's okay. But I don't have to do it a lot. Like as an adult, the older I've gotten, it's not so much. I don't go looking for conflict, obviously, and it doesn't tend to always come find me. So this, obviously, again, exercise.
Yeah.
It's been a big, always been a big thing in my life, and I think it always will be.
It needs to be.
Yeah, and for all women, I think it will be, or should be. But it really helps drive the hard energy out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a nice way to get my hard energy out.
Yeah. I also feel like whenever I see Mars, or a lot of what could be considered fire is sweating. Sweating. Like I feel like you need to sweat, just to it's almost like a release through.
Yeah.
Some people are going to do it through tears, which you may too with the Pisces moon, but I feel like your physical body needs it to come out through your pores to have some sort of release. Now on a little bit more personal topic, this can also be intense sexual energy.
Oh boy.
Right?
Oh, woohoo. Okay.
Because I want to talk about orgasms.
Okay,
So I'm like,
all
do you
right.
have explosive orgasms?
I guess they can be. Yeah, I mean, I think I have a healthy sex life.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
It's important.
yeah.
Especially as we age, I feel like we can lose our libido. Like once we hit menopause, it's kind of like when the estrogen and our hormones drop. It's kind of, another topic is, what do we do with our partners who still have a lot of testosterone, and we've lost our desire and don't feel sexy and essentially dry up and it's not comfortable. So it's like,
and I will say I've got, in that department, I would, my husband's always been such a giver.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he really is. It's always been about me. Still to this day, we've been together for 30 years, and
you said he was a Virgo, right?
I did.
Virgos like to serve.
Yeah. He serves well. So
okay, that's good.
But yeah, it's always about me. So it's that part of our relationship, I think, has always been. He's always made me feel very comfortable.
Okay.
Very comfortable in my skin, even as I'm aging. Very comfortable with my body and what's happening, and
important.
and he's not. I can talk to him about any of it. I don't have to be shy about any of it. Whatever's happening, he's there for the ride. Yeah, there for the ride, but definitely wants to be the ride to be fun. So yeah,
and get it right.
Yeah.
Girl, get that ride. Well, Sandra, this has been a great pleasure.
Yes, thank
I
you,
hope that
Beth.
we get some exposure because she's really a remarkable person.
Thank you.
And we're gonna we'll have to figure out a check-in.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking maybe that I wonder if there's a way that we could, how do we help other women that are going through what we do? Is there, maybe we could start a little club or a membership or something,
Right.
and do weighted vest or
That would be
make
awesome.
recommendations on
Yeah,
certain
do
things.
check-ins, do every so often, pick a topic or have people check in and what do they want? What do you want to know?
Right.
What do you want me to tell you? What do you want to pick my brain about or your brain about? And,
Exactly.
let's let you guys all know what's out there for you.
And we're going to have 100% support for as we get older so we can live a full and healthy life.
That's what it's about.
Poop and all. And
Be active.
orgasms. Woo!
Full life.
Full life. Yes. Okay.
Alrighty.
That was awesome.
That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
That
so
was fun.
Real life stuff. I know. I think it's important.
Oh my gosh, it's
I
so
really
important.
do.
Yeah, it's so important.
And people don't give it the time.
No.
Or want to dismiss it. And
No, and I mean, we could talk about, we could pick one topic,
right.
probably, and just dive into one topic of menopause
Yeah.
and talk about it, for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, easy.
Yeah. Because I feel like we all are affected, whether it's a mother, an aunt, a cousin, a sister, a lover,
Yeah.
wife. At some point in your life, it's going to affect everybody,
And I will say, it seems like, and I don't know if it's our food supply, I don't know what that is, but more and more women are going through perimenopause early.
Yeah,
They're hitting it early.
I've heard, I'll ask people and say, okay, mine was 50-ish. And
I've
I
got
know
girls that just had babies here in their mid to late 30s, and they're already starting to go through it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
it's important to have support for for women, and we want to live healthy lives.
Holy shit, Beth.
Holy shit, Beth.
Holy shit, Beth. Beth.